person on the phone. I believe she yelling this way. Hold on one second.
I hope we're in the...
You know what that means?
Are you on with the Luc Cammie, and we're in the midst? We're talking to Xplicit Minds, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi.
Whoa, good morning.
Good morning.
What's happening, though?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Okay.
What's going on with you?
You got a question for him?
I do.
All right, let's go.
Masterpieces?
Oh, master.
Yeah, it's actually me right here. What's up?
What's up?
What's happening with you?
So I've seen a few of your stuff.
Okay.
And you seem like you're just a relationship guy. You just know about romance and love, and you seem honest.
Okay.
So I kind of want to ask a question on relationships. You think you can give me some advice?
Of course.
Yeah, I think you could, too.
Okay. So I was talking to this guy, and I thought...
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. Before this goes further, I want y'all to know that I know who this is, but...
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. So I just want to know, like, what you would do. I was talking to this guy for, like, 2 years.
2 years, okay.
And he sort of, like, made it seem like we were a thing, we were good. You know, I was always there for him, we looked out. And then something happened where I found out just he wasn't really completely honest with me, and I ended up getting really, really hurt about it.
Right.
It really, really hurt me.
Okay.
So I feel like if you were him, or if you were me, what would you do?
Call Dr. Ruth.
No, I don't want to get personal. You know, I don't want to get personal. I just want to know, like, would you feel like she deserves an apology after, you know?
I feel like she deserves an apology, but it just depends on does she want that, you know?
Okay.
You know what? I really do.
Okay.
From him, you know, I really feel like I would deserve one.
Okay.
I feel like when I look at you and I see, like, the man you are, I feel like I want that from him.
Okay.
You know? You're just a perfect example of him. Right. And I would really love that.
Okay. Well, you know, I say you holler at me, see if he can make it happen, and then go from there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Your work is amazing, by the way. I love you. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Hey, is this a constant problem you be having?
What?
Is this we don't need to take... Wait, we'll take some calls in a minute, okay? we first need to introduce these guys.
Yeah, okay. Why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, what's up, ladies? It's the one they call Young Pino. Penetration in the building.
Pino.
What's happening? This your boy Prophet the Problem coming at you live and direct all the way from Long Beach City College, Bay Area. Stand up, you see it, Dallas Cowboys. What's happening now?
What's going on?
Nobody care about your team. Anyway, what's up with it, ladies? I go by Masterpiece, the body of the group. No disrespect to everybody else. You know, just what I do the best.
It's all good.
You really sound like Mickey Mouse during the day. Right now,
All right.
You turn the bass up.
See, he don't like my relaxed voice. See, he don't like my relaxed voice. He wants me to always be turned up.
That's my dog, though. That's my bro. I'm gonna give him.
Man, let's talk about y'all show, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did all this come about?
5 brothers out here grinding. We found an opportunity. We stuck together through it all. First off, we are the group Xplicit Minds. Ladies, if you never heard of us, you need to come check us out. And that's an explicit with no E, Xplicit Minds.
No E.
Choreographer, the head of the team, the one and only Pino. I'm the comedy of the group. You already see we got our body right here. And then our other two gentlemen, that's Mr. Smooth and then Mr. Slow. They're not here with us right now, but shout out to Slow, shout out to Slam.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Shout out, Slam.
Yeah, most definitely. We started off, we did a show with Vivica Fox called Vivica's Black Magic. You might have caught it on Lifetime. From that, you know, what Blossom is what we have before you right now, right here, right now. 5 brothers, 4 from Compton, 1 from the Bay. Out here, just brothers that can really dance, entertain, and give ladies what it is they need on a Mel Exotic level. And I said Mel Exotic, there's a difference between Mel Exotic and the strippers, ladies, so know the difference. Don't come at me with no stripper nonsense. This is Mel Exotic, very big difference. And, you know, we just out here grinding. We've been traveling the world, making things happen. And this is your boy, Prophet the Problem, talking to you, by the way. And we just hungry. We're trying to turn this thing into something very, very major. You've heard of Thunder Down Under. You heard of Chippendales. But most definitely now you're going to hear about Xplicit Minds taking over the world, the globe. So myself and my brothers, we're not friends. We fight like brothers. This is a unit. Big shout out to our publicist, LaShurl. L Group PR is in the building.
LaShurl, the best in the business.
Shout out to you. Shout out to that Kango hat.
Yeah, but folks, man, we out here, man. We on a mission, man. Pino, what's up?
Yeah, man, holla at us.
Just like Prophet said, we on a mission. We going through stuff. You know what I mean? We go down, we come back up. And we just steady on the grind, trying to stay positive and trying to overcome obstacles to keep something great together. It's kind of hard to have 5 guys and 5 alpha males to work together and stay on one accord. But we still working and we ain't gone. You know what I mean?
We make it work.
So y'all on some kind of tour right now, or what y'all doing?
We kind of just came off a tour, right, somewhat of a tour. We just got back from Jamaica. That was our last show?
Yeah,
last show in Jamaica. Shout out to Viv for her birthday.
Shout out to Vivica. That was beautiful.
And, we got a show coming up on Saturday called The Homecoming Show.
Oh, yeah.
So we're bringing it back to L.A. And, all our fans has been asking us to come back to L.A. because we've been in so many different states, countries, and cities. So this show on Saturday is going to be super huge at Busby's East. And it's just basically for our LA fan base.
Yeah, this is where I started, so I'm really excited. Like, this is like the first time anyone ever got to see me in the group was at this place we danced on that Saturday. Wow. So this is like for real, like my homecoming. Like, I'm like, this is where I came out. Mm-hmm. So I'm stoked. Like, I'm excited as hell.
Most definitely. This is a homecoming to me being right here, man. This is where I went to school.
Man, don't nobody care what you going to school.
I used to be walking my baby around in the stroller in these hallways.
Oh,
man.
wow.
Being a thought.
Now she right over there in the next room, about to be 15.
Because you thought,
oh, my God. 15?
Ladies here thought. Don't listen
wow.
to them.
You know what I'm saying? So this is a surreal feeling for me.
So I have a question.
Talk to us.
How did you guys get started doing this? Like, I know that like everybody talks about Mel's not a dancer.
Did you go do something to your hair? Look like you went in there and did something.
No.
All right, go
Luc Buchanan.
Go ahead.
Anyway, this is sorry. We do this. We go back and forth. Anyways, how did you guys get started doing what you do? Because personally, I've never been to a show, never even witnessed it, never.
Wow.
And she's taking me. So this will be my first experience.
Okay.
And so I would like to know, how did you guys get started? What's the background? How did you get into this together?
With me, I started. Me and Penetration had a friend that used to go by the name Chocolate Rain. And one day he hit me up. He was like, "Man, you got a cool little body. Have you ever thought about dancing?" Mm-hmm. I said, "Yeah, I thought about it." He was like, "Can you dance?" Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm cool. You know what I mean? So he was like, "All right, well, this weekend I got an event." He gave me the address. He said, "Show up." I ain't knowing what it is. I walk up in there. It's to this day, the most nervous I've probably ever been in my life. I walked in a room full of like 50, 60 women at a pole dancing class. We walked in the bathroom. It's me, 2 of my homies, and him. We in the bathroom taking shots of Ciroc, getting lit. All right, we come out. I swear to God, I gave the most lap dances, more than any man has probably ever given in history that night. It was all because I couldn't dance on my own. You know what I mean? It was just like, ooh, lap dance, lap dance, lap dance, lap dance. So then, that was how I got started. But how I became a dancer was because of Penetration. So when I saw him, he saw me at a party. Well, I saw him at a party, and it was like, oh, Drew, they would always talk about, man, who is this dude, man? You know what I mean? So one day I went to a party, and I seen him do his thing. I said, this man's amazing. And after that, he wanted to take me under his wing, and then it's dope how he pretty much worked with me. Like, every time he said, come to my house, let's do this, let's do that. Like, we dance. I remember the first show we threw at a shoe spot. And when I say I didn't know how to do an intro, so he drilled me. I remember the first song was Usher, Climax. He made me come out to this song at least 20 times. Nope, that's not how you come out. Nope, that's not how you come out. Back to back to back. When I say he made me the dancer I am, he drilled me. Like, no, you can do this. Like, and then after that, I had that and I took that, and then I felt like, you know, now that I learned from him, I needed to change. I needed to evolve. And then that's how Masterpiece came about. And then once Masterpiece came about, then I changed the way I danced. I changed the way I dressed. I changed the attitude. It was like I had my groundwork. And then, so I found a little part of me. But once Masterpiece came about, I feel like I found me as a dancer altogether.
Found your niche.
Yeah. Because I didn't know what it was. You know, like I knew we did this. I knew we had fun. I knew we went to parties. I mean, when we would go to parties, we would. Oh my gosh! I mean, I don't think it was a better duo than me and him at no party. I don't care what nobody say. No private party. When we went, if it was me and him on that floor, we tore the house down. Every time we made so much money together, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's like. It's just cool, like, to see, like, you know, how, like, people don't really know, I'm 26. I've been knowing him, so I think I was at least, I want to say, knowing, like 19, 20. Yeah, so it's been a minute, like, I mean, that's my boy. So, like, you know what I mean, I'm just glad that he actually took me under his wing, because, like I said, initially, oh man, I was just this dude with a cool little body just out there doing whatever. And I remember we went to, he booked us on a party. Wait.
On Redondo Beach.
Wait. He booked us on this party, yo, I swear to God. It was these white women. Okay?
All white.
These women. Wait, I mean,
White.
everyone was white. And they said, y'all can dance, but don't touch us. I had never did that. Oh my goodness.
No.
All I did was take my hands, put them on my head, and just move my hips for an hour and a half. Like, let's go. I swear. I mean, it was so nerve-wracking. Then to have these women looking up at you,
Don't you touch
I just felt like they were just like, nigga. Like, I just felt like they were just... I just felt like, I don't know, I was so uncomfortable. And then, like I said, after that, I think that's when he really, like, was like, okay, let me show you some stuff. And then, yeah, so, I mean, it's levels to it, but
there's definitely levels to it. Like, people think that Mel Exotic is just go out there and let it hang, you know? The way we perform, we perform in different elements. You know, we got our nice intros. We have our stand-up game. We got our floor work. We do tricks. We do acts. You know, we have a well-rounded show. But, you know, I got started in the game, and this is penetration speaking, over 14 years ago. Actually, my mom, I got out the shower one day. I had my towel on. She's like, boy, you need to...
Wait, what?
You need to go do something with that body. So she put because her and my cousins had hired some dancers, and I got my first opportunity to see what it was like. I was serving drinks, and I even got a picture. I wish I had that picture of me standing in the hallway with my arms crossed, like, okay, I could do this. You know, just a background dancer in the commercial world, doing videos for different artists and stuff like that. So I had that background, but when I got into Mel Exotic, I knew that I could take care of my kid, and I could still have that flexibility to do what I really wanted to do, which is, you know, fitness and arts, teach kids and stuff like that. But so that's how I got started and been going ever since.
Going strong, baby.
Yes, sir.
And then Prophet, he said he was just on the streets.
No, what happened was I was
dancing with the money, put the money in the hat.
I see y'all two getting into it.
Look, man, me and Masterpiece, we do this every day, all day, at work.
Cause Prophet ain't nothing.
But just keep let somebody else talk about me. They gotta deal with him. Let somebody talk. It's always vice versa. This is my bro. Big head on
piece
that.
of cheese without the edges.
Man, y'all, but oh gosh, I've been in the game for about 4 years. And the way I got started in the game, I was moving back from New York. It was around the time New York had like a lot of bad storms. And I was staying in the Bronx.
I actually never heard this either, so.
For real? Yeah. Well, I was living in the Bronx, and I was going back and forth. I was going back from, I was bi-coastal from the Bronx to California because I was shooting a series, but I was living in New York taking care of my daughter. And when I finally decided to shout out to Yana Von Set, that's actually my child's mother's godmother, and she, you know, me and her, we sat down, we had a long talk, and she was like, you can't raise your children via via long distance if you just do it right. You know, because you're no good to your children if you're somewhere and you're miserable, if you're somewhere and you can't move. So I ended up moving back to LA. And when I moved back to LA, I'll never forget, y'all, I filled out like 63 job applications. It was rough out here, and I couldn't get a job to save my life. And so I made the sacrifice to come back out here to California, and I was doing stage plays and whatnot. I was doing, and I ended up getting a job at a group home. So my homeboy, who I was doing the stage play with, I used to always see them. Big shout out to my homeboy Leo. And I used to see him come back to rehearsal with like all these ones and stuff, just hella money, not supply. Like I'm like, and so, but I never asked him, because you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna ask no grown man like, what you do to bread or whatever. And so one day I was just like, hey yo, check it out. I got an idea that y'all dance or whatever. You think y'all could just put me on, just let me crash one day with y'all. Mm-hmm. So I did. The MC put me on the spot, and he was like, yo, can you dance? I was like, man, I was born to dance, because being from the Bay Area, that's just what we do. We just dance no matter what. Y'all seen how Marshawn Lynch got out this week at the Raiders game? That's just how we do. That's just in us. Mm-hmm. And so I set it off. I just set it off that night, and then he said, come back next week. So that next week I came back like with a little routine or whatever, and I came to the game as prophet. Not prophet as in, prophet as in biblically, but prophet as in I'm about my prophet. So by the time I got off the stage, this lady was like, yo, this cat right here, he gonna be a problem. And that's how Prophet the Problem was born,
Wow.
So, I mean, that's how it happened. And from there, just staying extremely consistent, doing studying, meeting my brothers. Shout out to my boy Slam, because me and Slam, we started around the same time, and we've evolved in this game to be some of the forces to be reckoned with in the game. We've seen the mecca of, if you've never been to a Mel Exotic club, the Right Track was the mecca. It's no longer with us. But, I've seen the likes of the Right Track. I've seen the likes of the Boom Boom Room, Studio East, Charlie's. We still perform at a lot of these clubs. And, from going to these clubs to be able to conquer the world is something to talk about, because we the first, we dominated Bermuda. We was the first ever to do Mel Exotic in Bermuda. We was the first of our kind to do what we do in Jamaica. We've conquered other cities, Philadelphia, Tampa, Riverside. Not to say that these other places haven't had Mel Exotic, but to do it like how we've done it is very exciting. Yeah, 5 gentlemen on a master. Yeah, and it'll be the first Mel Exotic actually really on TV, period. Yeah. So to do it how we do it, and then what we're going to do, we're going to bring it back bigger, we're going to bring it back better, we're going to bring it back, but we want to give the world an opportunity to see what it's really like in this Mel Exotic world, because a lot of people get this stripper thing and Mel Exotic thing mixed up. And Mel Exotic is like a mathematical equation. It takes a lot to get to what it is that we have. It takes preparation, it takes dedication, it takes guys actually coming together, putting their egos aside and getting this choreography down, and still keeping the elements of the sexiness, elements of, damn, I'm bringing the house down here, y'all. I got shit flying, coming off the walls and everything else. Well, boy, but ultimately, man, that's what it's about, and that's what that's what this Saturday's about. Ladies, if you're in the LA area, we're gonna be at Bugsby East, right there off of Wilshire and La Brea. We're gonna be getting it in for the homecoming of Xplicit Minds. Vivica Fox presents the Xplicit Mind Experience. So check us out.
So how did the deal happen with Vivica Fox and working with you? How did that work out? Because did you start together with her, or was it like something that you kind of collaborated on later on?
We ultimately started this. We started this. Listen, I might just keep them up. Fellas, can we take the gloves off?
Please. This is where you can take the gloves off, for real.
All right, it's simple. It's like this. We started this whole black magic thing. Okay, black magic started with this gentleman right here, Penetration's choreography, and that's what gave the world its first taste of what real Mel Exotic was like. Darren Henson was not the choreographer originally, and he was just a name. He was just a puppet. Just keep it 100. And I'm gonna tell it to y'all just like I tell it to his grill. It's not a game. It's not a joke. Okay. Xplicit Minds branched off of black magic due to some things that happened in the industry, And, you know, some people started getting foul, some people started getting disrespectful. Now, brother, we from the streets, but we're trying to leave that stuff behind us. So when you play games like that with grown-ass men, you're going to have to deal with grown-ass men issues.
Right.
So some people decided to, saying no names, some people decided to play games. We built a great relationship with Vivica, and we acceded to start Xplicit Minds and partner up with Vivica. Vivica does not own Xplicit Minds or anything like that. She has partnered with us to let's just say keep the vision alive of Real Mel Exotic. So that's when we put together the tours, we put together the what we're getting ready, the new shows and everything else. So that's ultimately how it got started. So it started from the Black Magic. It blossomed. We were there to do the original deal, to get it on Lifetime. His choreography, you guys, the world has seen it. You know, and don't really even know it. Any of the dopest stuff that you've seen on TV, honest to God, was penetration.
All the way.
And but it was watered down. Let's just keep it 100.
Yeah,
it had to be watered down. But I can't say this. You come to one of our events, one of our shows, you get to see Mel Exotic at his finest. And
you coming, Luke?
And that's just
you coming, Luke?
Am I coming? I mean, I'll watch it on TV.
Like all the time, all day today, he's like, are these guys gonna come up here with their shirts off? And I'm like, no. No.
We not squares.
Unless y'all hire me. Unless y'all be the sixth dancer. Come through.
Boom, boom.
I'll come through.
Well, I mean, you have anything else to ask or add?
No, I'm just learning a little bit right now.
Yeah.
So it's beefs between other exotic dancers.
There is no beef. Trust me.
Could it be?
Man, look.
It can't be.
Like
it can't be beef because at the end of the day, you can only beef with people you really don't like. It's not that we don't like them. We just don't like who they work with. You know what I mean? That's like, but they're like, most of the people on the team, we cool with most of them, not all of them, but they probably ain't beef to where we get now. But we would, but we don't have to take it there.
Yeah. We do, like, we put it like this. We talk on the floor. We talk with our show. We talk with our show because we put a lot of work in. Like, just keep them all the way 100, man. It's like almost like a football team or a basketball team. You know what I'm saying? Like if we at the Rucker, you know what I'm saying? If we at the park, whatever, man. Hey, put your best five against our best five. Man, we talk like that. We ain't got to shoot them up, bang bang.
And we'll make it happen.
You know what I'm saying? We'll get with you. You feel me? This Mel Exotic thing is really real. It's really political. But see, one thing that people don't understand about Mel Exotic, for some people, it's a way of life. It's a culture. Like I dance with killers. I dance with people that's really certified in the streets, all hoods, every hood.
Really
try us if you want to.
Yeah,
it's
really
like, but like respectful. The women come in there and they enjoy what they see. They enjoy what they like. But then, you know what I'm saying, people got they past, people got their street life, and that's what people are trying to get away from the negativity. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to show your card, you have to get dealt with straight up.
Which is what we don't like to do.
Yeah, and that's why we just try to keep it. Like we try to keep it fun and sexy.
Like we
you know?
What about when y'all go to other cities?
Oh, when we get to other cities, man,
I mean, don't get me. No. Now let's keep that all the way 100. Cause you trash.
Yo, we've had some altercations.
We've had some crazy moments.
Put it like this, man.
I say that.
It put like that got cut down real quick.
Wow.
Yeah, like once you see MP hit the corner, you want to think twice.
Yeah, we've had some crazy moments. And you know what? One thing I can say is I thank God above that a lot of the altercations I have not been there.
Yeah,
like I've been in the bathroom, or I've been on the wrong side, like because I'm not.
On the other side of the room.
I got a bad temper, so I'm not Mr. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all got tempers, but I think like if I see somebody,
I don't have a temper. I'm an angel. Okay,
I
don't start no trouble.
I think
I'm usually the one that's praying for everybody.
I think if I saw somebody getting at one of my boys, see, I know they gonna hold my boy back. I'm like, oh, this is my time to crack off. So once you hold him back, or you think you pushing off, I'm coming. It's gonna be ended before it even starts.
Well,
You know
we're gonna transition into.
It'd be in.
I know. I'm like, shoot, are you getting me revved up? Okay, let's pop off.
We
No,
down for each other, man. That's what it ultimately comes down for.
You know what?
Yeah.
The problem usually is like most guys when we go to other places, they think that we soft because we dance or we may be gay or something like that. I mean, I don't want to use that word, and I know it's a very sensitive word, but you know, we respect the LGBT community.
Totally
or
get
whatever,
it.
You know what I mean?
Get
But a lot of guys take it the wrong way because we dance, and you know, we dance in an exotic way. So they test us, you know.
Right.
They test us, and they want to see how hard we are, or whatever the case may be, or you know, they want to show off in front of females.
You gonna run up, but you gonna run up, but you gonna limp back. You might not make it. Better say a prayer before you come over this way here now.
oh my gosh. So from here, I mean, where you guys are gonna expand to? Like you're doing the shows, and you're going from city to city to city, but it's your brand. You're working it. But what is the next phase in your in this, or is it in your life, or what do you plan to do with this in the future?
We got a lot of negotiations going on. Like, well, people gotta understand in entertainment business, the money is in touring. The money most definitely is in tours, even with the specific artist. You know, when they go overseas and whatnot, we've been talking to likes of Japan. The Caribbean loves us, and you know, you would think a lot of the gyrations and the movements we do, a lot of it may come from the Caribbean, but we put our own twist to it. That's what makes it so interesting. And then just imagine 5 guys doing it on a Mastermind Alliance. It's crazy. You've never seen nothing like this.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we've got the likes of Japan. We've got to talk to people from South Africa, because South Africa is one of the places that our show syndicated. Brazil was one of the places our show got syndicated. We was in 7 different countries or something like that. So I mean, like we're known worldwide. We're known worldwide. It's just us getting out there right now. We are looking at also a Midwest tour. And of course, Chillin' Circuit tour right now. So a lot of things in the negotiation. I'm talking about Xplicit Minds, though.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So with the thing, you know, we've had some challenges and whatnot, but you know, God is good, and we always overcome because we all, no matter what, we just gonna ride together. Even though if it's 3 of us right here, I'm quite sure the other 2, you know, they working. You feel
Right.
me? So.
Well, you got a good team with you. I mean, I've known LaCheryl. Man, it's been how long? Too long. And you got her and your team. You got everything. So I'm just so glad you guys came through.
Made it happen.
Our pleasure.
You came out from far distances to get to us, and it's just an honor and a pleasure for you guys to come through.
Man, this sounds
Thank you
great.
for having us.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank
Yeah, and you gotta teach Luke something, because he needs to get a woman.
I'm learning a lot. I'm learning on real talk.
Yeah, you need a lady. You need one.
Yeah.
My husband's in Japan right now. Yeah, my husband travels to Japan once a year, and
That's where my mama
shout out
was
to
born.
him. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So right now he's I miss him a lot, and I'm sorry I'll be going to the show this weekend, honey. But
I didn't do it.
Baby, I love you.
yes, I love
didn't
you.
do it.
But gated in the VIP, bro. Don't trip.
Yeah.
She be good up there.
Yeah.
All the way.
How y'all handle all that though? I mean, like,
Honestly,
all of
you
the-
just, you kind of like, once you come out, and you see the reaction they give you, you just work off the reaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, it makes you go harder, really. It makes you really like, okay, what I'm doing, it's working.
Yeah.
So honestly, you just feed off of it. You don't really pay too much attention. You just listen to it. You know, if you hear him screaming, you go harder. If you don't hear him screaming, sadly to say, you kind of just be like, whatever.
It's like
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
it's fairly easy, man. Because what we do, believe it or not, see, people look at it look at it from our perspective, but a lot of people don't really think about it looking at it from the women's perspective. You know, I've got so many DMs and whatnot of just thank yous. believe it or not. We've kick-started some people's relationships. Like, damn, that night I went home, I told my husband, get it ready. That's what, that's what chicks hit me and tell me that stuff. They say thank you. You feel me?
Yeah.
They
I got you hot for your hubby.
Exactly, man. Like they done hit the jackpot. A lot of women coming today having a hard month, a hard year, a hard life, because we do, think about it, we do bachelor parties, we do divorce parties, we do kick it parties, we do ladies nights out, you know what I'm saying?
Divorce parties.
Divorce parties is the funnest, bro.
I bet it is, because that's when they go butt.
Man.
Yeah, divorce party is like ain't no rules.
Ain't no
rules.
Man.
Like, whatever.
Okay, we're going to have to organize a few in my family. I know you out there. Shout out to Kimai. You know we're going to do this.
Shout out.
Well, thank you guys for coming through.
Penetration, man, you're going to have to train me, man. I want to get on this, man.
He went from I don't know about this to I want to be trained.
Let's do it.
Thank you guys. Oh, wait a minute. You guys have to let everybody know where to find you guys and your social media handles and everything.
Okay, what's up with it, ladies? This is Masterpiece. You guys can find me on Instagram at, when I say this, it's only one. If any other one pop up, it's not me. It's at the real Masterpiece Male Exotic. That's one word. And that's at the real Masterpiece Male Exotic.
I just want a moment of silence. And ladies, you can find me, Prophet the Problem, at and that's at Prophet PROFIT _ the THE _ problem. If you don't know how to spell problem, yeah, you got one. Prophet the Problem's the name.
And ladies, you can find me on Instagram at official penetration, and you could find me on Twitter at _penetration, and Facebook at my government Andrew Williams.
But you can find us all five of us together at Xplicit Minds. Xplicit Minds.
Ladies, you can find me at Balls in Your Jaws on Facebook.com. I'm joining this shit. I'm make some money. Hey, y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man.
Thank you.
Congrats on all the success going in, man. And tell Vivica I said what's up. If you can.
Yeah, he's trying to shoot his shot right now. All right.
Oh, okay. Start. You write that all that down?
Y'all got that?
All right.
She got it.
Okay.
She got everything. All right, y'all. Thanks for listening to the Luc Cammie Show. Unfortunately, we have to go home and do dishes and stuff like that.
I'm going to bed, for real.
I'm about to watch Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. I gotta catch up with Love and Hip Hop.
I gotta watch Atlanta.
Snowfall, man.
Snowfall too.
Snowfall, the biz.
Snowfall.
What?
That's on FX.
This about this on FX, man. About
it's about the 80s.
You know?
Well, you know, I just discovered Atlanta. I just discovered that last night.
No, Snowfall is like. It's 100.
It's that real. You know, homeboy not even from America. He from London. He don't talk like
that. That's what I'm saying. Every show now is like somebody from London.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna go to London and take over they shit. What?
Right. Get you a show over there. Yeah. Work it out.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. Thanks, Papa Sak, for coming through.
Yeah.
Big Gov. Who else came?
West Coast Captain.
Mm-hmm. And then the Xplicit Minds. 3 members from Xplicit Minds.
Yes.
All right. We see you next week.
Yes, you will.
Giddy up.
$1 for $1. Do something strange.